3, 2.
Welcome everyone to Real Leaders for the Global Goals. I'm your host Kevin Edwards. Alongside me today, we have the founder of Entertainment for Jade, Entertainment for Change, Jade Zaroff. Jade, thanks for being with us today.
Of course, yeah. Huge fan of Real Leaders.
Huge fan of Entertainment for Change, and Entertainment for Change is doing a lot right now with the Global Goals. Can you explain to our audience kind of what you're doing?
Yeah, of course. So the nonprofit's mission is to create original content using various artists locally around New York to create content specifically around the Sustainable Development Goals. So our latest project was the hashtag SDG Groove, which when I was walking around talking to people about the goals, a lot of people didn't know that they existed. And when I went to the Media for Social Impact event last year, they were stressing the importance of creating content that can scale the awareness of the goals. So the hashtag SDG Groove is this original song specifically targeted at kids, young teens, and like millennials to teach them the goals. So if you memorize the song, you've memorized all the goals.
And we're going to do the dance, and we're also going to play the video a little bit later, so stay tuned. But let's talk more about the goals.
Yeah.
Tell me kind of like how you learned about the goals and why you think they're so important.
Yeah, my mom is in sustainable fashion. She is super engaged with various things at the UN. I had always kind of watched what was going on around the goals. For a while, I was like, I want to change the world through art. And people were like, oh, that's so nice.
Right, yeah.
So the goals I felt were a really solid framework for what we were working on globally, as far as a unified way in which we can move more towards a positive world while also allowing each individual to put their voice behind something specific. And especially in the entertainment world, a lot of people want to create content specifically aligned with what they're passionate about. So I thought the goals were like a really wonderful visual representation of unifying all of us while also allowing artists to create specific content geared towards what they wanted to share through their form of art, artistic expression.
Where were you when this idea came about?
Where was I?
Do you remember? Was it like a single day, like, man, like we should do a dance?
It was a Tuesday. Well, the Media for Social Impact event really shaped kind of the momentum towards the content creation specifically around the goals. For a while, I was like very interested in it, but I think the Impact event was where I was like, okay, this is a solid way in which I could legitimize content and be part of a movement that already exists and serve that movement that we're all already a part of. And then I spoke at the Social Media Impact event this past year, like 2 weeks ago. And I was like, there should be more young people in the world. There's so much creative energy that exists. But I was really grateful to have a voice of spearheading content that could scale these initiatives specifically.
It's very difficult to find like a mix between educating somebody and making it entertaining. What was some of the research that you did to maybe plug in with this young generation, or how did you come up with the design of this dance?
So I am with kids a lot, so I see the way in which they can engage and interpret information. Like when you teach a young kid, or if you tell a young kid to brush their teeth, a lot of the time a successful way of getting them to actually do it is like, brush your teeth, and you get them to actually want to do it because it doesn't seem tedious anymore, kind of seems fun in a way. So that, and also in like going up a generation, they're like all about dabbing, and they're all about like the Harlem Shake and different dance moves. So I was thinking strategically on if you physicalize the SDGs in a way that's really fun and entertaining, speaking the language that already exists, which is kind of like dance moves that go viral, that's a really solid way for that generation. And then I watched a TED Talk on how to make scalable content, and a lot of it's revolved around like challenges. So I was like, okay, if you do it like a little bit hard enough where you can challenge someone to actually do the groove, then you can challenge your friends and engage them in that way. And then the song, I'm really passionate about Schoolhouse Rock, I think it's a really solid form of education. And it's really timeless. Like my mom and my uncle started singing all the words when I brought it up, so they learned it in school. So I was like, okay, if you do that for activism and the SDGs, that could be a really great way of educating the content where it doesn't seem like these issues are unattainable. It seems fun and engaging in the moment.
If there's one thing that changes because of this video, what would you want it to be?
Inspiring young people to care in a way that they feel activated to use their skill sets for positive change and active movement towards awareness of these goals, or active movement towards initiatives that they believe in. Because if you care, and I mean, I think that like the next generation needs to care. That's like, you won't recycle if you don't like care about the issue on a deeper level. So I feel like if the younger generation is activated in a way that they can recognize what they're passionate about and then merge that with their skill sets, that's where we can actually have everyone working together towards one goal. And so the SDG Groove is like, dance around, and then, you know, if you're sparked, then you can actually spark that, and then a domino effect.
Well, let's start the domino effect today.
Yes.
Let's okay. So what am I doing? Teach me the dance.
Okay, so you're gonna do a unity sign.
This is the unity sign.
Unity sign. You're gonna bring it around the world. You're gonna cut again, make a box, rotate the box, and groove it out.
Just one groove. I'm not.
Yeah. Now you have a second to do it. You have to do it really fast.
Okay. Okay.
Ready? Unity sign. Bring it around the world. Cut again. Box. Make a box, and groove it out.
Okay. All right. Cool. All right. Well, one last time. We're gonna make sure we get it all we're all tuned up now.
Yeah.
I'm gonna try to just do this by myself.
Do a little stretching.
Do a little unity sign right here. Let's say a little unity sign right here.
Unity sign.
I'm like, go right here. I'm like, cut again. Cut one more time. Box.
Rotate the box and groove it out.
One day. See, you got the little
One
neck
day
going.
you're
You got the
doing-
neck going. I'm a little stiff today.
No, that was just me cracked.
That was a hard hotel bed I was sleeping on last night. A little stiff.
Yeah.
Well, Jade, thanks for showing us the dance.
Of course.
And for everyone back at home, we're gonna actually flip it to the dance right now, so you can watch the introduction to Entertainment for Change's SDG Groove Dance. And Jade, before we make the cut, where can people find out more about this, as well as what's the hashtag they should be using?
Yeah, it's sdggroove.com or sdggroove.org, @ent4change, #SDGgroove.
Okay, all right, and we're gonna send it to the Entertainment for Change's SDG Groove.
Lend a hand, let's get together.